The narrator says that she sat on a stool gravely, watched him until he woke and stretched, and asked the time, then looked at her. So in these lines, the narrator says that all the while her father, when Kezia's father was asleep, she would just sit on a stool near to him and watch him carefully till the time he would wake up and stretch his body, and then would ask the time and look at her. So she did not have the courage to wake her father also. She was so scared, and she used to sit on the stool and wait for her father to wake up. Then further in the next line, the narrator says, "Don't stare so, Kezia. You look like a little brown owl." So now this is the statement of Kezia's father, and as Kezia's father open his eyes and he sees Kezia staring at him, he just calls her, or he just compares her staring to a little brown owl. And he would say that Kezia was staring at him just like an owl does. Then further, the next line, it is said that one day when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him a pin cushion for a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. So in these lines we can see that grandmother, she is trying hard to bring Kezia close to her parents. Now what happens that now Kezia, as she was not well and she had a cold, she was she was supposed to stay at home, she could not go to school. So her grandmother suggested that as she was at home and her father's birthday was approaching, she should make a birthday gift for him in order to impress him. She asked Kezia to make a pin cushion for him, and she also gave her a yellow colored fabric of silk to make the cushion. Then further, the next line says, laboriously with a double cotton the little girl stitched 3 sides. In this line, the word laboriously means with a lot of effort or difficulty. As she is a small girl, she does not know how to stitch, but somehow she put in all the effort. She tries to make the birthday gift. She used the double cotton, that is the double thread, and stitched the 3 sides of the cushion. Now the cushion is ready for the cotton or anything else to be stuffed in. Then further, now she is thinking, but what to fill it with? That was the question. So now Kezia had prepared the bag and the bag shape of the cushion. That is it. The cushion shape was like a bag, and now she had to stitch the 4th side, and before that she had to fill the cushion with something, and she did not know what to fill the cushion with. So that was a big question with Kezia. She is not able to understand what to do now, what to stuff inside the cushion. Then further, the narrator says the grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. So as her grandmother was also not in the house, she was outside in the garden. So she decided to visit the mother's bedroom, the parents' bedroom, to look for scraps which she could fill inside the cushion. So here the word wandered into means went into by chance. And scraps, so you all know, the small pieces of cloth or paper that are not needed or that is a waste. So here in these lines the narrator says that so Kezia was confused that what she should use to fill the cushion with, as her grandmother was out in the garden and she was just looking for something. She reached her mother's bedroom. She was looking for bits of paper or cloth to stuff into the cushion now. Then further, the narrator says on the bed table she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces and stuffed her case, then sewed up the 4th side. So now Kezia was a little small girl and now she is very young, she is too small. Now what she do? So on the bed table she found a heap of sheet of papers. They were lying on the side table. So she just gathered all those sheets and then tore them and stuffed those pieces of paper into the cushion. As she is an innocent girl, she is too small to understand all these things, so she did not find anything else but the paper, and thinking them to be the waste paper, she just tore them off and stuffed it inside the cushion. And then after that she stitched the fourth side of the cushion, and she had prepared a birthday gift for her father. So now many of you can relate the story to Kezia. This act of Kezia, most of you must have done that in your real life. Many children do such things unknowingly, and they do not intend to create any mischief or harm to anyone, but they end up doing it. They also don't know that they are doing wrong. So now Kezia has torn some important papers of her father. Now we'll see what happens next. How this act of Kezia would enrage her father. Then further, the line says that night there was hue and cry in the house. Hue and cry means angry protest. Now the father is very angry. So father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. So now you have understood. Now there was a lot of shouting in the house because Kezia's father had prepared a speech for the Port Authority, that is for a particular meeting, and he was unable to find it. Now we all know where the speech has gone. It has been torn into tiny pieces, and Kezia has stuffed them into the cushion. Then further the line says, rooms were searched, servants questioned. Finally mother came into Kezia's room. So now family was searching everywhere, and they asked, all the servants were asked, but no one knew where the sheets of paper had gone, as nobody had touched them. And finally the mother reached Kezia's room. And then further we'll see what happens. Kezia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room. So Kezia's mother asked her that did she see some papers lying on the table in her mother's room. Oh yes, she said, I tore them up for my surprise. So now here we get to see that Kezia is an innocent girl. She did not intend to harm anyone. She was just preparing her birthday gift. And so very truly she tells her mother, very innocently she tells her mother that she found some pieces of paper, and as she needed them to stuff into the cushion, she tore them and prepared her surprise gift. That is the birthday gift that she had prepared for her father. And unknowingly Kezia had done a great disaster. Further, the narrator says, now we'll see what happens. Oh, what screamed mother? Come straight down to the dining room this instant. Now mother is getting worried and very angry she is. So now she asks her to come downstairs to confront her father. She is furious as she has come to know that Kezia has torn the speech that her father is looking for. And so she orders Kezia to come down into the dining room, and at the very moment. And further the narrator says, and she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. To and fro means here and there. Now as father was very much worried, he was very angry, so he was moving to and fro in tension. So now Kezia's father, as he is in tension, and those were the important documents that have been lost. So Kezia had torn them into pieces. So now Kezia will be scolded for the mischief that she has done. But this little girl, she had done everything unknowingly. She was an innocent girl and she did not know anything about all these things. Then further it is said, well, he said sharply. Mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. Did you do that? No, she whispered. Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damn thing. See that the child is put to bed this instant. Now the father is very angry. Here the word damn thing means used to express anger at something. So here in these lines, the narrator says that now why is Kezia's father referring to the cushion that she has prepared as a damn thing? Because he is very angry at the cushion, because Kezia has torn his important documents to prepare it. Now he is very angry with Kezia, and he stared at her and asked her if she had torn the papers. Kezia was so scared that she was again stammering. And then Kezia's father ordered mother to go and fetch the cushion, to get the cushion downstairs, and asked her to put Kezia to bed at that very moment. So now this is the scene in the house. Now further we are going to read this much only in this class. In the next class we will see what happens next. We will see whether this strained relationship between the daughter and father is patched up and she tries to understand her father or not. So this we are going to know as we are going to read further in the next class. Thank you. Goodbye.